I'm here to tell you, yes, you, the reason why you aren't making the money you want to be making is because you are afraid. You are afraid. Afraid of failure. Afraid to fail. Afraid that you won't succeed. We all are at one point. You know, we won't try certain things because so-and-so told me that they did it and they failed at it and they lost so much money. Now they're back and they're behind. Now they won't be able to retire at a certain age. They got to wait another 5 more years and work because they lost that money while they tried that for 6 months to a year. We are afraid. Growing up, our mentality is to go to school and get a good job, work for somebody else. But what if you're making $30,000, $40,000 a year and you can live comfortable off of that? And what if you can make that money for yourself? Be in business for yourself. Be your own boss. Wake up in your own hours. Why do it for somebody else if you can do it for yourself? You know? Simple as that. We're just afraid. Afraid that we're going to fail, that if we put $200, that if we put $1,000, $10,000 into this business, into this idea that you have, that you're just going to lose it. That it's just not going to work. But how will you know? The only way you'll find out is if you try. You have to give it a chance. Though you're afraid. Stop being afraid. Do it. Go small. Start off small. Ain't nobody telling you to start off and go off big. Don't listen to those people. We see all this stuff on TV. Oh, I got to be a millionaire. I got to be making thousands of dollars every week, every month to be successful. No, you don't. If you're making a certain amount of money now and you can do that doing something that you love, something that you're passionate about and be in business for yourself, you're going to be successful. It don't matter what everybody else thinks. You're doing what you want to do. You can take the vacations you want to take. You know, but the thing is, we are afraid. We are very, very much afraid of failure. We plan out our lives. You know, by the time I'm 40 years old, I want to start slowing down. I don't want to work as much. By the time I'm 50, 55, I want to start planning for retirement. I want to start moving my money around so that by the time I'm 65, I retire. And from 65 to 70, 75, I'm going to start traveling a little. And then by the time I'm 80, 85, I might be dead. But what happens if you live to 100, 110? What are you going to do with those extra 15, 20 years? Life is not short. That's what you hear all the time. Life is too short, but it's not. It's actually pretty long. We make it short because we choose to plan our life expecting to only live a certain amount of time. But we're just afraid. We're afraid that we're not going to get what we want out of creating something for ourselves. So we work for somebody else. We make somebody else rich. We make somebody else wealthy instead of doing it for ourselves. We have to stop being afraid. Ask questions. Ask people. YouTube. Watch videos. Read books. Do whatever you can to become successful. Learn. Link up with people. You know, listening to other people's stories and how they succeeded and how they failed, especially how they failed. You can learn a lot from failure. Even if you fail yourself, try it again. Get your ass up and say, fuck it, I'm going to do it again. It's just, we got to stop being afraid. If you do not give it a chance, you will never know if you would have succeeded. You go to a retirement center and you talk to the old folks there, and you ask them what are some of the regrets. A lot of the times is they wish I would have done this. I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have started my own little business. I wouldn't be stuck in this place. But they choose to work the 9 to 5 and do their 40 hours a week and nothing else. You know, even if you have a 9 to 5 like myself, I have a 9 to 5, but I'm hustling. You know, if I can get something during my lunch, I'm gonna go get it. If I'm on the weekend, Saturdays and Sundays, I'm hustling. I'm up late, 2, 3 in the morning, going to bed, waking up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to get ready for the next day, sleeping 4 or 5 hours a day, you know, a lot of the times. But I'm hustling. I'm making what I want to make, you know, and when I don't want to do it, I'll stick to my 9 to 5 job and I'm just working my regular hours. You know, eventually I want to do this and be in business for myself, doing what I do with the coins and the bullion and the jewelry. But we are all afraid. We're afraid that we're going to fail. You know, and I get a lot of people that ask me questions on how I got started and how can they get started. Simple. Just give it a chance. Give it a shot. Start off with $100. See where it takes you. Start off with $200-$300. You don't need that much. You know, set aside, make yourself a list of the stuff you're spending money on and say, I don't need that, I don't need that, that can go away. I'm gonna stop buying clothes, I'm gonna stop buying shoes that I don't need. You gotta be frugal. You gotta stop going out and doing things if you wanna give it a chance to succeed. Simple as that. As soon as you start figuring out the things you really don't need that you're spending money on, and you start saving a little, you can start your own little business. You can start and grow and make your idea a reality. Stop being afraid. The more afraid you are, the less you're going to make it happen. And the more you're going to get stuck in that job you have. You're going to be jumping around from job to job over the years. I know people that go every year, they're moving jobs because they get bored. They get tired of working with the same people. If you can be in business for yourself, making the same amount of money you're making for somebody else, say fuck this job and do it for yourself. We have to stop being afraid. You have to stop being afraid and give it a chance. You have to start your own idea, your own business. You will be successful. Put that in your head. Do everything you can to make it successful. And when you fail, analyze your failure and realize what you did wrong and why you didn't succeed. And let others tell you and listen to their ideas and their thoughts of why you failed. You can learn from them as well. You can't be closed-minded and only think for yourself. Others people's thoughts will help you learn and help you build yourself. So that's it. Stop being afraid. A little bit of Jesus and a little bit of Reese's. Reese's resells on YouTube. He's done a crazy amount just reselling books and just it's insane. You can look at all these other people. They're doing things that you thought you couldn't do. Or something that you had an idea and you said, oh, I'm not going to make money. And these people are doing it. Why? Because they said, fuck it, and I'm going to start right now, this moment, and this time. I'm going to start right now. And they started it. They said, fuck it, and they jumped right in it. But you didn't. It's why you stuck where you stuck.